January 14th, 2025. Happy birthday, Ben. You are 9 today, and that is amazing. I bless you. I bless your beautiful little self. I bless you from the top of your head to your smelly little toes. Lord, thank you that you love him and that you have a calling upon his life. And I bless the path that you have for him. I speak joy and laughter and excitement over his day. I pray that he will know that he is loved and that he is chosen. And I know you have a divine calling and purpose for him. I know that you've set him apart for the excitement that he has for life, the zest that he has for life, Lord, the way he is. He's just you, Lord. He has you. He's confident in who he is. And he's figuring this thing out. He's just walking it out. Doing his thing. Being amazing. So I thank you, Lord, today. So, for Ben. So, happy birthday, Ben. I'm on my way to work. And I was just thinking how I say humanity. What I see from my viewpoint, and I've been there, so I can relate, but I feel like that's not where I live now. When people, the whole thing of don't sweat the small stuff, sweet, there's a train. I love it. I love it when you're already running late, and then you're like, train. Okay, good. So I feel like people make a mountain out of a molehill often. That's really loud. I'm probably going to have to wait just a second. Okay, train. So it's like you get one chance at life. You get one shot. And you have no idea what you're doing. You've never done this. You've never been a kid before. You've never been a teenager before. You've definitely never been an adult. So each season and each phase, you learn. You just learn life experiences. So I feel like I do a good job on not sweating the small stuff, and I'm talking about like collectively in this season that I'm in. Does it really matter in the grand scheme of things? Or is it something that you can be like, yeah, okay. And I believe in taking ownership and saying, yeah, that's mine. That's not mine. And just sorting through things. So when things are said over someone that aren't how it actually was, but there's no point in standing up for yourself in certain situations when people can't see you and they don't have the ability to hear you because of where they're coming from their vantage point. So I want to encourage anybody that might be listening to this. Truly, does it really matter? Does it matter to get bent out of shape and get upset over things that are out of your control? Yes, some things matter. Little things here and there. I'm talking about collectively. Collectively. Does someone's opinion of you matter? To me? I mean, not really. If you know who you are and you know who God created you to be, and you know that you are doing the best you can in that moment of that day, and you're just trying to show up. And so someone's opinion, unless you ask for it, to me, doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Your opinion of you matters. So it's like, own your stuff. When you mess up, own it. Yeah, I did that. Whoops. Or, yeah, that's an area I really struggle in. And so to be able to look at your life like that, excuse me, but to know that, do your work. Realize it is your first time doing this, and you're not going to do it perfect, because nobody can. But you just do it to the best of your ability, and you show up, and then you sort it out, and you process it out, and you also know when you should say things, when you shouldn't say things. But I guess, really, and I talk about this with my kiddo, mind your own business in life. I mean, there's not a specific situation I'm talking about. I'm just talking about in life. So much he said, she said. Well, this is my opinion on this, and I thought this. And if everybody would mind their own business, take care of their stuff, their stuff, their boundary work. This is my stuff. I'm going to mind my stuff. I'm not going to talk about people behind their back. I'm not going to come up with my own conclusions, reasons, verbiage about people and situations that I'm only seeing from where I'm at in their story. They're probably doing the best they can. They probably are. And I'm going to also realize that it probably doesn't really matter. Yeah, it matters for the moment. Be kind to people, be respectful for people, wish people well. But that's where you stop with that. So if they're having a hard time, if they're going through life-altering things, we'll say divorce, because I know about that, give them a break. Just give them a break. Don't judge people. Do you want to be judged? Probably not. So don't judge people. And don't be a jerk. There's no reason to be a jerk. So it's like, hey, you really dropped the ball on that, so I'm going to treat someone else from my own place of, oh, I'm mad. How dare she take me to court? Or me, us. How dare she? She should have continued being emotionally, verbally abused like she's been for the past 13 years. How dare she change this up? How dare she change the dance? She's supposed to just continue to tolerate it. Tolerate it, suck it up, and let me continue doing what I'm doing. Don't disrupt any of this. Ever. Don't call me out on my BS. Don't stand up for yourself. Shame on her. She's so terrible. I mean, the words that are spoken in those places of darkness are comical, because you can see when things are spoken about you from how people's energy and body mannerisms and mechanics are around you, and you just know. I believe, for me, the more I have become settled in this world, the more I have done my work, the more accountability I give myself, the more I realize, man, life is supposed to be funny and laughter and puppy dogs and squishy kisses between our eyes on that little spot right there that God created so you can give puppy dogs kisses. And just the good stuff of life. Instead of, well, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I didn't feel like it. Nobody make me do that. Oh no, wait a minute. Somebody's going to call me out on it. How dare they? It's like, what the heck? What the heck? So all I know is, Lord, whatever that looks like for a partner in my life, they better do their mess right, because I will be calling someone out on misbehavior, and I will not tolerate someone treating someone else in that manner. Own your stuff. Own your stuff well. That's all. Own your stuff. And does it really matter? No. And if it does matter, you stand up for yourself. You don't back down. Don't back down. When you know in your heart that a situation is not being handled correctly, your stuff, your business, not somebody else's business, your own business, then hopefully you will get to a place of standing up for yourself and articulate your words, do your research, know that it's all good no matter what that looks like. It's good because it's another day that you get to do this thing, and at any moment you get to draw a line in the sand and say, no more. That is not who I am, and I'm not doing that anymore. Even when your tummy is like, oh, this feels awful, and anxiety, which is just your body's fight or flight, and that's a good thing, starts like, ugh, like when I was sitting there for court fixing to start, and my stomach kind of was like, oh, wait a minute. And I did in that moment. I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. We can do that later. We're not doing that now. That does not bring any goodness to this situation, so stop it. And then my body just settled right back down. And it's like, all right, we're not doing that. So it's good. So don't sweat the small stuff. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? Are you meeting people where they're at? From a place of non-judgment. Are you minding your own business? Mind your own business. And if it is your partner in life, a household that you share, no, don't tolerate being mistreated. And when you see that there is mistreatment, then you stand up for people. Stand up for them. But you also mind your own business. So it's got to be your business that's directly affecting you, not somebody else's business. I'm serious. That he said, she said, this is my opinion, and it's going to be taken in truth and written down. No. How about no? I would have been a really good lawyer. I feel like I just see things from a different perspective, and I have the ability to step back and evaluate the whole thing, and know that there's always more to the story, and to know that they're probably doing the best they can, even when they suck. Oh, gracious. So, man, just take care of yourself. Just try to do the best that you can for this day, even if it's only like, you don't have 100% to give, but you got 10%, then do 10%. Just do 10% and love yourself well, and know that that 10% is being done, and it's going to be okay. Because it's going to be okay. Because things work out for you. Things work out for me. God's got this. He loves you. He loves me. He loves me. He knows what's working and what's not. So being thankful you get another shot at this. Mind your own business. Mind your own business. And also, just don't be a punk. That's what just told me. And if you are, it really, truly makes you look like an idiot. And I'm telling you, I've had some moments in my life, like years ago, when everything was out of control. And I had a lot of words and a lot of opinions that did come out. And they were messy. Thank you, Jesus. That is not where I am. It was just part of my story. And that's why I can say, no, you don't have to do it that way. So if it matters to you, you love it, and be thankful for this day. If it truly does not matter in the grand scheme of things of life, then keep it at that. Keep it light and airy. Look for joy. Look for funny. Look for things to be appreciated. Things to be grateful for. Just the sweet stuff of life. And no, you're going to be okay. It's all part of it. All part of it. So I bless whomever is listening that you will have a good day. And if there's things that you need to reevaluate, let go of, it's okay. Doesn't even matter if you let go of it before, let go of it again. It's a process. It is a process. So, thank you for listening.